Hello, you are most welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tuesday Night Anatomy with Daniel Open. I believe you are doing well by the grace of God. Now, tonight's section, it is one of the Power Behind the Voice videos that I'm going to share with you. And today, yes, I want to tackle one misconception which has been hovering around, yes, among the general population. I mean, one way or the other, you might have heard, okay, as you move around. Yes, usually they say that if, prior to sexual intercourse, there's that kind of preseminal fluid, okay, coming, okay, then it is suggestive that that individual, that man, okay, has excess mucous secretion, which is a disorder that they have identified. But my friends, that is not true. The reason is that it's a normal, natural phenomenon, okay, that takes place inside the human body of a normal male individual, okay. So that is what we expect to see. The reason is simple. All these things have been designed by God Himself, okay, to ensure that there's some kind of checks and balances, okay, taking place over there. So for instance, now because we know that prior to sexual intercourse, number one, for the male organ by way of the penis, it houses an important, tubular organ, and that is the urethra. Now this urethra is supposed to convey not only urine, okay, but also semen, okay, during sexual intercourse, okay. These are the two main functions that this urethra is going to perform. Now, but they are not performing them concurrently. They are not taking place at the same time. Okay, one takes place. So, for instance, we use the urethra, okay, at a point to urinate. You may use it, okay, during ejaculation, okay, during the intense period, okay, of sexual intercourse in males during that orgasm. Then you also ejaculate, okay, through the same urethra. But God thought it wise that, of course, if you look at the urine pH. Urine pH is around 4.8 to about let's say 8.0. Okay, that's on average. So normally it tells you that we have most of the time the urine pH will be acidic. Okay, so once you urinate, there will be traces of this urine, okay, in the urethra. Okay, so this kind of residue, okay, will have to be washed off, okay, by this preseminal fluid that is coming. Okay, so before even the penis is inserted into the female vagina, okay, this seminal, this fluid will have to wash, okay, this kind of residue of urine from the urethra. Okay, and that is one important function of this preseminal fluid. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, so that of course you don't bring this kind of urine traces into the female vagina, which may not be a good thing. Okay, so the one way is for us to wash this urethra, okay, of the traces of urine, and that is why this preseminal fluid, which is secreted by one important organ which we call the urethral gland, which has an eponym which is called the Cowper's gland. Okay, that one, the secretion that comes is alkaline, okay, and it is rich in this kind of glycoproteins, okay, to help in this kind of neutralization. So it will neutralize the acidic environment inside the urethra. Now, in addition, although it is not exclusively done by this secretion from the urethral gland, okay, one other thing that you have to know is that if you look at the vaginal pH, and that is why we say that the vagina is a hostile environment to the spermatozoa. Yes, the reason is that the vaginal pH is around 3.8 to about 5.0. So it tells you that it's also acidic environment. And that is why most of the time, yes, the first group of the first ejaculate that goes in there, most of the sperm, yes, they are going to die. Yes, mostly the Y-bearing, spermatozoa, they are going to die. Okay, so that's one of the things, because they have to go in there and neutralize the acidic environment. But the initial neutralization, that bit, a little bit, is also done by this, what do you call it, the preseminal secretion, okay, coming from the urethral gland, okay, also neutralizing a little bit of the acidic environment of the female. Yes, someone will ask, where is this acidic environment coming from? Because the epithelial lining of the female, by way of the stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium, housed over there will be what some people call glycogen. So it's not only the muscle cell which stores glycogen, neither is it only the hepatocyte of the liver which will store glycogen. The vagina, okay, also stores glycogen. There's this kind of normal flora over there. by way of what we call lactobacillus acidophilus. Okay, that kind of dodolens bacterium over there, which will help, metabolize this kind of glycogen, converting it, okay, to become what we call this lactic acid, making the vaginal environment acidic. So one way for us to neutralize this acidity is also coming from this secretions, okay, from what we call the bulbourethral gland by way of the preseminal fluid. Now, thirdly, yes, sometimes most couples will prefer to use some kind of artificial lubricant, but God created this kind of natural lubricant by way of this, bulbourethral gland secreting this preseminal fluid to help lubricate the tip of the penis, okay, to help in easy penetration into the female, vagina. But of course, the female also has a counterpart of this bulbourethral gland, and this one, yes, which of course we know that the males own by way of this bulbourethral gland will be found in the deep perineal pouch. For that of females, it is going to be found in the superficial perineal pouch, and that is what we call the greater vestibular gland. And that greater vestibular gland is otherwise known as the Bartholin's gland. Okay, also helping to lubricate the introitus of the vagina to ensure that kind of easy penetration in there. Okay, so God has done all these things, okay, to ensure, okay, normal existence over here. Okay, now the question is that, yes, for females, yes, the organ for copulation, okay, is of course the vagina, and so we don't really have that kind of bulbourethral gland over there. But my friend, that bulbourethral gland in females, I'm saying that lubricating it, okay, for that kind of easy entry of the penis, okay, to reduce that kind of friction in there. But in the urethra, which there are some glands in the female, we call them paraurethral glands, which has an eponym known as Kinney's gland, which is otherwise known as what we call lesser vestibular glands. Yes, those ones will also help lubricate the distal portion of the female urethra. Okay, so these are some of the things that I want you to know, that I want to put inside your brain. Yes, that there is nothing like someone secreting excess mucus. No, it is a normal, natural phenomenon which will have to take place. Okay, so that's why we have that kind of foreplay thing. So it got to take place before, the actual, coitus will take place. So I hope you understand this concept clearly. Now, all these misconceptions, I'll be taking time to deal with them. So make sure that you don't miss out on your Tuesday night anatomy with Daniel Okwan anytime we have power behind the voice. Please share with friends if you enjoyed it. I'm very grateful for your time this evening. Have a good night, all of you, and may the good Lord richly bless you. Amen.